All right. Welcome, everyone. Hi, Sandy.
Good morning, Karen. How are you?
I am fabulous. I have my coffee here and my best friend to chat with.
Who's that?
She'll be here in a little bit.
Okay.
How are you
Welcome.
today?
I'm good. Good morning to you. Good morning to all our listeners. We've changed the time for our podcast today. Sunday morning, a beautiful Sunday morning outside.
Yes, lovely. Blue sky,
Mm,
sunshine.
yeah. So when we had those long, dark days, we're now transferring into more lighter days. It's what a great feeling that is, like to wake up and that you see light longer. And the sun is out. It's just changes the whole atmosphere, changes the mindset.
Absolutely. It sure does. And I never had the opportunity to notice that before, but
Mm.
and even just a few minutes, it's kind of remarkable. It
Yeah,
feels good. Feels really good.
absolutely. Now, talking about this, Karen,
Mhm.
I notice you're way ahead of me in Duolingo.
Yes, I happen to be. She said humbly. Yes. Now you know what I've been doing those long dark days.
Yeah, I think I need to catch up. You're motivating me to like do some more Duolingo, learn the language a lot more and catch up with you.
I kind of cheated a little bit because I know a little bit of French, so I boosted my score a little bit by doing some French as well as Swedish.
Ah, so that's how it is.
Yes, it is. Gaming.
Oh,
I'm gaming. I'm a gamer.
yeah, so talking about the Duolingo badges and how I know what you're doing and motivating me to go on.
Mm,
Our topic today, our discussion is all about badges and certification. So, why? I mean,
yes.
we have this, but why do we have this?
Yeah. Well, I think that for me personally, it is motivation. It is something that even though I'm going towards a lofty goal, I can achieve it little by little. You know,
Mm,
I can go and just earn a few points a day or something, or maybe learn a word a day or something like that, and that helps me specifically with Duolingo, but also it puts me in touch with other people who I can talk about. Like we can talk about language together. Um, it's like a conversation starter, you
yeah.
know.
No, exactly. And as educators, we have seen many badges.
Hmm.
Uh, it's like a healthy competition, definitely between adults, and I definitely have seen it amongst students as well, of all ages,
Right.
competing against your friends. Like you said, conversational starter. Where
Hmm.
are you? Oh, how did you get there? Oh, I need to catch up with you. Isn't
Hmm.
it like sports? Like
Yeah.
it's the healthy competition.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it is, and it's an encouragement too. We can encourage each other and help each other with it if we have questions or something like that, or getting past a particular difficult part, or um, something that just keeps you forward looking, I think.
Yeah, so you added a link on about different uh, certifications we can get
Right.
badges from, and will talk about some of those. But one thing that both you and I have in common, and I'm beating you on, proud to say, is the
Yeah.
Google certification.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
I mean, for me, that was in that motivated. As soon as I got my level 1, it motivated me to do level 2.
Right.
And then
Right.
when I knew there was another badge, I wanted to do that. and
Yeah.
then another one, I wanted to do that. So it kept me going.
Well, if it wasn't for the program, we never would have met.
As yeah.
Because when I first started working as an instructional technologist, uh, our our director, it was a requirement. We were going Google, we had Chromebooks, and we needed to be Educator level 1 certified, and then 2, and then trainers, because we were actually going to go out and train all our teachers in our district. So once we did that, I thought, look at this innovator thing. That wasn't required, but it was something extra that I wanted to do. And because of that innovator group that I signed up for in 2017, uh, I met you, and we became friends, and then eventually learned more about Europe, and got a job in Sweden. So, I mean, it was, you never know where things will lead you. And
Mm.
so it's always an achievement that is pretty cool,
Yeah.
I
And
think.
it's like you said, it's not just about also motivation and achievement, it's also the knowledge you
Mm-hmm.
gain from it. Now, if we didn't have that knowledge, I mean, Google, one thing that Google has is that continuous professional development. Every time there's an update, every time something happens within Google Education platform, as Google innovators, Google trainers, we get to know, and then we pass it
Right.
on to our staff. And I think that it's so helpful that they have awarded us
Mm-hmm.
with these badges to say, yes, you know your knowledge, you understand what's happening, and then we can then transfer our information onto other educators and give them that knowledge and build up
Right.
their skills. So I think that badge helps us to motivate. And what we're saying is we're not better than each other. It's just
Mm-mm.
I have gained skills that I can help you with.
Right. Right. And as things change, and we know in these last 2 years, things have programs and online, just our online presence has changed, and so many things change so quickly. The badge is a reminder always to go back and refresh. I was I got an email from Brain Pop just this week, and it said, "Hey, it's time to refresh your Brain Pop skills. No matter when you certified, it's time to take some. They're just little online courses for particularly that one wasn't difficult to achieve, um, but you get to see the new things that are added and the different ways of educating students. And so it's nice that you're kind of taken care of as well, and reminded that this particular aspect has changed, so let's do a refresher. And so that's very helpful too, because as you know, technology just changes so fast.
Yep. And I think these last 2 years is a key reminder to all of us that technology can change, yeah, just overnight.
Right, right, absolutely. Yeah, and it's fun. That's another reason why I enjoy the badging, is because I get to look forward to. I look forward to change, and I look forward to the changes that happen, and programs that improve, and can meet my students' needs better and more efficiently, um, when I know that what's current.
Yeah. And
So.
one of the good things, not just for us educators, it's for students as well, is the digital applied skills
Hmm.
that Google have brought on, which is an amazing platform for students to learn the everyday skills that they will need in the world.
Right.
Budgeting, for example.
Hmm.
I think that's a very important skill to have, especially in the future when the students are not taught how to budget. So they
Yeah.
will leave when they do this course, they will leave knowing that the money they've got coming in, how do they then structure that and look at their outgoings? So it's very, very good. And another course that they could do is, okay, so like in our programs in our school, even though we've got technological program, we also have the social sciences program or the economics program. But then those students don't know how to make a nap. But if we just teach them those skills,
Yeah.
they could take those skills with them to their job and say, oh, I can make an app for this company straight away. It's little things. And again, they get badges. And when someone in the class has got more badges, then it makes a nice little competition and an achievement. I think when the students see that they can do something in IT, it's like,
Yeah.
oh, made an app.
Yeah, absolutely. They take their core content with, like you said, economics or math or whatever, and then maybe they learned a little Python badge or something like that. They could create something that fits with their subject area. And
Yeah.
you're right. That's very exciting, and that's something that you can add to your resume and add to your abilities when you go into the world of work. So, and I think it means something.
And it's a game changer, isn't it, for education? It's like not a structured lesson, but it's them learning, but without anyone
Yeah.
knowing that they're learning. So it makes it more fun.
Yeah. Yeah. Game changer. I like that.
So
Go ahead.
you have another one, don't you, with your husband?
Oh yeah. 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 He's also doing Duolingo, and he has his profile, and we follow each other, and check up on each other occasionally, and are learning the language. It's I really enjoy it, and I know that many language teachers use it, and use there's another program called Babbel. I think it's another good one. But language learning is fun because the more you do it, the better you get. And so as you are improving your skills and earning the badges, you're actually learning in a kind of a playful, a fun way. And I enjoy that too. So it adds a different dimension, a little bit more of an achievement. It puts the learning on me, I think, which is important as well.
Yeah, there's Google Maps as well.
Oh yes, yes, yes. And as you know, we love traveling, and using that motivation of adding pictures of where you travel to, or doing a review for some place that you visited, which is fun. And then you get particular points from your maps and things you've added. I guess maybe we could talk about, if we have time at the end, we could show some. I'll show you my Duolingo profile and the Google Maps profile, which is kind of
I'm
fun.
not showing my Duolingo. I'm way behind.
Well, see, that's the thing. There are millions of people on that program, and every week you get you get put into a new group of people to compete against. So you're not just, there's not always a number one person, and no matter where they're going to be, they're always going to be number one, because it's a different group of people every time.
Yeah.
And it's randomized. And so that's what's exciting is, I may see Gloria, who's really, I don't even know a Gloria, but I may see Gloria's profile up there, and she may be 30 points ahead of me. And so I have something to work toward. Like, I want to beat Gloria this week, but next week I won't even have Gloria in my group. So it's not a forever thing.
No. But one of these badges, what it also enhances is the online learning. So
Mm,
all of these credentials are with things you can do online, uh,
right,
study online, anytime, anywhere.
right, right.
There is no deadline,
Mm-hmm.
which is really helpful.
Yep.
Um, we did one last week, Canvas training.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
how many of us got upset because we couldn't get the badges?
I don't know how many emails you got, but I talked to 2 or 3 teachers and, hey, how come I'm not getting a badge when I did this lesson or something like that? It really, for real. Um, it's something, I don't know what it is. It just keeps you going,
Yeah.
keeps you trying for the next one. And as an educator, when we are earning these badges in Canvas or in other learning management systems, we are learning skills that we could bring to our students. And so
Mm.
that's what's really important. Yes, we personally get something out of it, but we're learning the skills. Like one of the things that I didn't know, and I've been using Canvas for several years now, but I didn't know about randomizing groups. And so that really was an eye opener for me, that within Canvas I could create groups and I could randomize them so that each week all my students could work with a different person. And it was so nice because they're already in Canvas. I don't have to upload any names. I don't have to do a third party app or any of that stuff. So um, even though I knew a lot of what was going into there, it was still part of the basics that I got something out of. So I thought it was very nice and
Mm.
very helpful and useful, and I can bring that practice to my classroom, and hopefully my students will benefit from it as well.
No, definitely. There were a few things in that course that was that you just never knew about. So it just giving that basic training.
Right.
And I like their methodology, which is like you have a seed and then you grow
Mm.
into flower or plant
Yeah.
and flourish.
Yes.
So that was nice. Uh,
Yeah. The metaphor was all planned and everything like that. That
yeah,
was very
uh,
good.
brilliant. Because if that was reality, my plants would die.
Yeah, thankfully we can't overwater anything.
No, or I usually forget to water them.
Yeah, yeah.
So that was very nice, and I think that was very good.
Hmm.
There's a lot of, as us, we are educators, we're always looking for something. And I think what
Yep.
we notice is the more we're using them, we also say, hang on a minute, why are we not doing their little tests and earning a
Yeah.
badge because we know so much about them? And
Right.
there's things like Edpuzzle
Hmm.
because we use
Yes.
them. What else
And
is?
let's see, Edpuzzle and also Apple Educator.
Hmm?
There's a whole different as and all the Apple products that you can go through and get certifications on iPads and certain things that work better on a MacBook and um, programs like that. And you create, in order to get through from level to level, you create items and you create documents that show how to do things. So you're actually learning by doing.
Hmm.
And so many of these programs that we're looking at, and we put that link in the description. So there's also, the bigs. So Google, Apple, and Microsoft all have their educator programs.
Yeah. And then you've got things like Minecraft,
Hmm. Yeah.
uh, Pear Deck. So you've got
And
the little ones as well that
sure.
work online.
And Moat.
But yep.
Moat, which is wonderful. It's an ambassador program, and we've included a link to a form that can be filled out if you already have skills in Moat, so people can get educated in that. And We Video also has an
Mhm.
ambassador program for those that like that use WeVideo or want to use WeVideo. And just the wonderful thing that I've learned through WeVideo, different ambassador programs, is really the connection in my professional learning network. So those have really been supportive when I have questions, especially with, I know many programs have their help desk, and I can always go to a help desk and I understand how to use the help desk, but it's different when you know someone who's using the program and they're using it like you are in the classroom. You can chat with them and talk to them about how, if you're struggling with something like, how do I use this? How do I use this randomizer in Canvas? So I could talk with a human being, and that's really important to me.
No, I think it's really good. But we've got lots to explore. So Karen, to sum this all up, how can we motivate more educators to think about learning and using more badges in their classroom, and the purpose, psychology behind it?
Yeah. I think, first of all, the best thing would be to think about the programs that you use all the time, and then investigate whether or not they do have a badge or an ambassador or master teacher kind of certification. Because if I'm using it all the time, then I'm going to be motivated to get better at it and just efficiently use my time to teach my students. So ask yourself what you're using, investigate, and here's another link that that might be useful for educators, and apply and sign up and get your badge, and then learn the other teachers and the other educators in that program, and make friends.
So those of you who are listening to us, all these links will be put onto our podcast channel as well. And our podcast can be downloaded, listened to on just about every platform. There is a podcast you can listen from.
Yes. There we go. Yes. So we do appreciate your time watching, and Anchor is our primary podcast, but we are thankful for your comments, and if you have questions, let us know in the chat, and we look forward to speaking with you again on Chat with Sandy and Karen.
Have a nice day.
Bye-bye.
Bye.